Arin and Liana were inseparable once, bound by childhood promises and dreams too big for their small town. They had sworn to each other under the dim glow of the stars that nothing would ever break them apart. "Promise me," Liana had whispered, her fingers entwined with his. "No matter what happens, you'll always come back for me." And Arin had sworn, his heart thudding against his ribs. Always. But promises were fragile things. The world demanded more than love, and Arin knew that to give Liana the life she deserved, he had to leave. The city called to him with its opportunities, and he answered, vowing that once he built a future, he would return. Liana waited. Days stretched into months, months into years. At first, there were letters, then fewer phone calls, then silence. She tried to hold on, but the weight of waiting, of loneliness, of unanswered prayers, crushed her. Then came Daniel. He was steady, kind, and present everything Arin was not. When he asked for her hand, she hesitated, torn between loyalty to a ghost and the warmth of something real. In the end, she chose security over suffering. The day she became Daniel's wife, it rained, as if the heavens mourned the death of what once was. And then, just when she had found peace, Arin returned. He stood at her doorstep, drenched, breathless, hope flickering in his tired eyes, only to see her in another man's arms. "Liana," he choked out, his voice raw with disbelief. "You promised." Her heart twisted painfully, but she forced herself to meet his gaze. "You left, Arin." His expression shattered, replaced by something hollow. "I did it for us. I worked, I bled, I suffered so we could have the life we dreamed of. But the years of absence had done their damage, carving an unbridgeable chasm between them." Daniel, standing firm beside her, spoke the words Arin could not bear to hear. "She's mine now." Arin's laughter was bitter, empty. "Number, she was always mine. I just wasn't here to stop her from forgetting." He turned and walked away, but Liana knew something was wrong. She felt it in the way his shoulders sagged, the way his steps dragged, as if each one carried the weight of 1,000 regrets. That night, they found his body by the river where they had once sworn forever. The cold water cradled him, his eyes open but lifeless, as if still searching for the girl who had let him go. In his hand, a soaked letter, the ink barely legible. "I came back, Liana, but you weren't waiting."